Hello, everybody. Jack Olmsted, Port Townsend, Pickleball. Oh, let me see if I can do it. Look at that. Put some spin on it. Port Townsend Pickleball with another edition of the Pickleball video game analysis. Today, I am going to do the first game. Let me get it over here. The first game of the 2015 gold medal match in Kelowna, BC, between Tim, the Puppet Master Nelson, and Wes Gabrielsen. Let me see. I can get this stuff going here. Come on. There we go. Levon Major, Brian Ashworth. Okay. And here we go. Drum roll. Wesley Gabrielsen right here. And of course, Tim Nelson. So let's get this party started. There we go. It's the Pro 5.0 Pro gold medal match. For some reason, I didn't see that when I first watched this video. Okay, let's get this out of here. Oh, practice sessions. And if you want to watch Tim analyze game 2, check out the description below, and there's a link to our session that we recorded last night. Okay, let's get this party started. It's very cool that we've got the score right here, so we know exactly what's going on score wise. Let's watch this again. Okay, we're starting. Brian is starting. Not a very good serve, in my opinion, from Brian. It's just clears the non-volley zone right here. That's not good. But it is to Wes's backhand, but Wes is a switch hitter. And what does Wes do? He hits it with his backhand, with his right hand. And see how he comes up on the ball? And I don't know what Levon was doing. He just it doesn't seem like he's throwing too much pace on it. Right back to Wes, and Wes is just standing there down at Levon's feet. And look at where Levon is. He's in no man's land. He pops it up to Wes. That's a side out. What happened here? Okay, Wes is going to serve with his right hand. And look at Wes's service motion back here. He's doing a classic, in my opinion, classic pendulum serve, going high and just stroking it. Here, we're going to do a little bit. Just stroking the ball, one fluid motion. Look at that high follow through. And his left hand is meeting his right hand in the paddle. Boom, he's in ready position right here. He switched hands. He went from his right hand to his left hand. So that's what he did. He switched the paddle from his right hand to his left hand. Look at Brian here. Getting the ball back, middle of the court, and now Wes is taking it with his backhand, with his left hand, which is kind of interesting. Why wouldn't Wes hit a forehand with his left hand? I don't know. But it's a nice third shot drop right down at Levon's feet. Levon, he's a little off balance. Yeah, he's got to, step back. hit a softball over to Tim. But look how high it is, you know, and it's over to Tim's backhand. And Tim pushes it with some pace over to Brian. And Brian pushes it back to Wes, boom, into the net. There you go. Hey, it's a nice shot of Levon. Right there. There's Levon. I just do that because we just see his back the entire time. And that's interesting. He's wearing a glove. I don't think anybody else is wearing a glove. Interesting. Okay. So this is Tim's serve. Lofty ball, but it hits almost the baseline, the sideline to Levon's backhand. Levon's just pushing it back high, and that goes out. Not much pace. Let's watch that again. I wonder what Levon is looking at. Okay, here's Tim's serve. Nothing fancy. And it looks like he's a dropper. He drops the ball with his left hand. He just strokes the ball, going from low to high. Nice high follow through, and it's a high ball. Just bounces middle of the court. Brian is able to go from the baseline up to the non-volley zone right here. So they're both at the line, and Tim is hitting a third shot over to Levon's backhand. And Levon hits it over to Tim. Tim hits it over to Brian. Back to Tim, going cross court to Levon, to his backhand. Over to Wes in the middle of the court. And that. Watch this. And Wes just punched the ball. He waited for the ball, but he punched it. He didn't attack the ball as it was coming. He waited for the ball, then he hit the ball really fast, and it was high. Can we see this again? Watch how high it is. Right there, see, it's over the net, and it's not dropping down. So Wes sees the advantage, and boom, right to Brian's backhand. Brian wasn't able to react in time because I think he just hit a forehand. Okay, so it's 2-0-2. Tim is serving again. Watch that serve. He drops the ball. Little lofty serve. And that, I don't know what you call that from Wes. Backhand over to, again, Wes's backhand. He puts a lot of spin on it. It comes way up. Look how high up over the net it is. Down to Levon. And he pushes it down to Tim's feet because Tim is stuck in no man's land. We're going to see that again. Tim is there, but he wasn't able to handle the ball. He was trying to hit a softball right over the net. Oh, let me get rid of the sound. Nice little dink rally, which Tim wins. Tim does a lot of that. He kind of angles the ball, very soft. It goes right over the net, but right into the corner. This, I think, is his favorite spot he likes to shoot for. This right here. From the videos that I've been watching. And Levon tries to short hop it. He can't get it too high. And so, yeah, look at that. Right over the net. Great shot. Okay, here's Levon. He's going to bounce it. We don't see his serve. Look how far back into the court. I know that Tim, when we talked about game 2, he said it really doesn't matter about where the ball is hit for the serve or the return, but look how far back this ball is. Levon's weight is now on his back foot, and he has to push up. He's trying to go for a third shot down, and that was beautiful. Beautiful third shot right down to Tim's foot. Let me slow this down a little bit. Again, his favorite spot right here into the backhand side. Levon has to reach up over the net, over to West, to Brian. Beautiful shot by Brian. See how low that went? Boom! Short hops it right over the net, kisses the net almost. Levon, see his weight? It's on his back foot, not on his front foot. So he's leaning back and he's pushing up on the ball. See where his paddle is? His paddle position? He's pushing up from the ball. Look how high it is from the net. Very close to the net. And Tim short hops it over to Brian. Brian is there. And look at, he's off to the races. Tim's foot is on the non-volley zone line. I think his foot is in the non-volley zone. And he finishes in the non-volley zone. And Brian hits it over to Wes's forehand because Wes has got the paddle in his left hand. See how he pushes up? He's not trying to hit it. He's just trying to almost scoop it up. And again, his weight is on his back foot. They aren't playing aggressive here. They're playing defensive. See, just pushes up, kisses it. Nice arc to the ball. Look at this. The balance is all on this back leg. Why Levon would want to do that, I don't know. And that's into the net. So I guess this right here is off balance. And I think that's because Levon didn't move his feet. Did he move his feet? Let's see. Nope. No, and he didn't really get under the ball. Straight leg, you know. Boom. Okay. Moving on. Okay. Middle of the court. Here it comes back from Brian. Middle of the court. And to see that, I guess that is an indication from Tim at the time that, hey, puts his hand in the air. Okay, I got this. I got this. Because it's both of their forehands. I guess that's the issue. Tim, and that is a deep return. Look how Tim gets down with his knees. His eyes on the ball. Look at his balance. His left arm is out. He's waiting for the ball, and he just pushes up from the ball. Look at his weight is on his right foot, so it's towards the back. It's not front. So this is, again, not an aggressive shot. Look how high arcing it is. It comes down. Levon isn't going to take it on the fly. I think he could. See how close it bounced to the line? He lets it drop. Weight on his left foot now. Look at this. Again, why he has his foot up in the air, I have no idea. And why did he let it bounce? I have no idea. He pushes it up and over. and out. Huh. I wonder what he's thinking. See that little tongue roll in his mouth here, right here? Oh my God, off balance again. Okay, here we go. West serving with his right hand. Look at his serve. Just boom. Classic pendulum serve. I'll put a link to in the description below of videos highlighting, showing how to do a pendulum serve, step by step. Middle of the court. I don't really like that. Again, I just don't see much foot movement over here from Levon. And he's hitting off a straight leg. He's pushing up. He's running in. Middle of the court. And Tim's going to hit it to his favorite. Well, nope. Kind of same place. Levon is pushing it over to Tim, and Tim sees an opportunity, hits the net cord, puts his hand up in the air. Sorry I did that, but that's pickleball. That's the way it goes. Brian tries to hit the ball over under the net, hits the net. Tim is going to get it. Okay, let's get to the next point. We got a score. No, we got 4-0. 4-0-1. Here we go. Beautiful serve. Middle of the court. Just kind of clears the non-volley zone. See this? Tim said that it was very windy that day, which is very interesting because I don't see much wind in the trees here, but he said it was up and down. Isn't that interesting? There's a hammock. Looks like there's a hammock over here. Anyway, I didn't really see much wind in the trees, but you know, Tim said it was swirling up and down, a lot of wind. Beautiful return. West hits it with his left hand, return rather high to Levon. Levon gets it back, is holding West's back. Now look at, they are in sync. Tim didn't run to the line. He stayed back, and he's in the non-volley zone. He's waiting for West to come up. West does a little split step, short hops it back to Levon, and now they're both moving up. Look how low, look how wide Tim's legs are. It's wide. So I noticed that when I did the analysis of Dave Weinbach's matches. He has a very wide stance at the non-volley zone, so he can easily move to the right or to the left, and he doesn't have to shift his feet very much. And that was just a very good shot on the part of, what was that? Oh yeah, look at that. Nice hard shot. Right down the middle. Right down the middle. And here you got two guys, and it's their forehand. And Tim just couldn't handle it. Wasn't there fast enough. And it looks like Brian's feet are out of the non-volley zone. That's good. Okay, where are we going? Okay, 2-0-2, Tim serving. Nice lofty ball. Is it going to be pretty far back? And looks like Levon hits it on the rise, and it hits it, moves in. Yeah, see, he was moving and hitting at the same time. And look at, he's hitting straight-legged on his right foot. He didn't move his feet back. And he didn't bring his paddle back, backswing. So he just punches the ball kind of with his elbow and probably a little bit with his weight. Moving and hitting the ball. Recipe for disaster. Boom. Goes out. Okay, here we go. One bounce. Ready to serve. 5-0-2. You can see on the screen. Another lofty serve. Not hard. Middle of the court. And what does Brian do with this? He's just moving in. He's walking and hitting. Nice deep return. And this is a lob from Tim. And Wes is back. And look at this. Tim is moving in. And look how he takes the pace off the ball. He just wants to hit it, and now Tim is right where he wants to be, up at the line. Wes hasn't gotten there yet. He short hops it. That was a great hit by Levon down to Wes's feet and right into the net. Kaboom! Okay, side out. I got somebody calling me. I'm not going to pick it up. Look how low Tim gets on this. He's moving his feet, getting down low, and then with his body weight, he's just easily stroking it right in the middle of the court. And look at it again. Here's Levon. His leg is up in the air. Again, his back foot, but it's probably a nope. He ripped it over to Tim's backhand. They're hanging in there. Here's Levon again. Little dink and a little bit too aggressive play from Tim. He reached for that ball. You could see him reaching for the ball. See, that was a reach. And then he was just trying to hit it. He probably was trying to hit it down the line or trying to hit Brian. But whatever the intention was, he lost the point. Okay, into Wes's backhand. He's playing with his left hand over to Levon. Kisses the net. Just drops over. Wes hits it over to Levon. Wes is having a little dink session. Levon is there. Interesting how Levon hits this. It's kind of a backhand. Why he didn't hit it with his forehand? He's hitting with his backhand. Kind of like a scoop almost. Punches it up. And Wes, does he go? Yep, he threw a little spin on it. Hit it over to Brian's backhand. I think that was the first time Brian was able to touch the ball, too. And that's kind of what happens with pickleball. You got two guys going at it, and then all of a sudden, boom, it goes to the person that hasn't touched the ball. Or three guys are going at it, and it goes to the person that hasn't touched the ball. And they can't go from 0 to the pace of the ball. Okay, middle of the court. Levon is moving and hitting at the same time, right over to Tim. They're having a shootout right here, and Tim's going to gently hit it over there. His favorite spot, that backhand side, cross court. And there, Brian gets it back to Tim, to his forehand. Tim's just going to ease it right back to Brian's backhand. Gets it right over to West. Looks like it kissed the net a little bit. Cross court over to Levon. Levon is right there. Shoots it back to West. West changes hands, puts it in his right hand. Gets it back to Levon. Hits on the non-volley zone line. Takes it off the fly. Is he going down the middle? It looked like he was going down the middle. Yeah. Okay. 2-5-2. Very short return, and you see what happens with the short return. These guys are able to move in very fast, and Levon is hitting and moving at the same time. It didn't work out well. He was a little off balance. What happened here? Yeah, see, he was way over here, and West hit it down the middle. See that again. Where's his position? Yeah, I think he just was trying to put a little bit too much heat on it. Kaboom. You're not going for that soft game, not just trying to dink it back, like dink it over to Tim, over to his backhand. Okay, here it goes. Drops the ball, hits it high, kind of middle of the court. Brian is able to loft it back to Wes. Wes way high drop shot. And Brian's able to key off on it, hit it down to Wes's feet while he's hanging out in the no man's land. Okay. Here's Wes's serve, middle of the court. That is nice and deep. And look at Tim. Did that kiss the net? Did it come down? Yep, it hits the net a little bit. Vaughn throws it over, and look at West is trying to get that ball. I don't know why West decided that was going to be what he should do. But Tim is there. Just gets it over the net to Brian. Hits it over to Tim. Tim hits it over to Brian down the sideline. West gets it off the fly. Brian short hops it. And over to Levon, and Levon gets it too high. Yep. Yep. Look how Wes dealt with that. See how low he's getting down so that he can slam the ball. It's like an overhead. See how low he is? Bam! And look at Brian. He was down anticipating the ball coming low to his feet. So when he sees that, you'll see it in some of his other matches, he gets this stance that when the ball comes down, he is fairly successful on getting it back, getting his paddle down towards his foot, or his foot. Or I guess I should say court level. Okay. Okay, here it comes. Here comes the ball. And middle of the court, Wes's left hand throws it. Has a little spin on it. Spin doesn't normally throw you off if it doesn't hit the ground. (7-2-2). Okay, this is middle of the court. Again, Levon didn't move his feet. He's just, whoops, I'm sorry. I went fast forward. Oh, I hit the stop button. Okay, let's get this thing back. Okay. So that's a nice third shot from Wes. See how Wes moves his feet. Now this goes up. Nice soft ball. Vaughn's going to push it over to Tim's backhand. Tim takes it on the fly. Looks like a pretty high ball, but it drops right in front of Brian's feet. And Tim, like a leopard, just leaps, wham, towards the middle. Levon can't handle the pace. It looked like Levon was trying to get his paddle away from it as if the ball was going out, but I don't think so. Leopard, panther, strikes like a cat. 8-2-2. So here it comes, mid-court. Looks like Brian hits it back with his forehand. Is that out? Looks like that was called good. Nice deep serve. So now look at Wes is here to put the pedal to the metal. That wasn't the shot. See, Tim was way back. Look at their spacing. He's definitely not the non-volley zone. So I think that was just an error in judgment to hit it to Wes. Did he have it? See, this is a nice high ball from Tim. He's way, way, way back there, almost to the fence. And again, it's that weird paddle position. It's not really a backhand or a forehand. It's kind of like almost a scoop thing. And Wes sees it and just throws everything he has right behind it. Right to Brian. There's not much Brian can do about that. It's coming too fast. Okay. 9-2-2. Nice deep serve from Wes. Coming back to Tim. Look how low he gets. Look how low. Look how low. And he also moved his feet. to get in this position. His feet are about 2 o'clock. He just pushes up on the ball to Levon, a little too high, hits it over to Wes. Wes kind of mishandles it. Over to Brian. Brian's going to slam it down to Wes. Ooh! Tim almost gets the ball. Bam. Okay, I get it. I got it. No, didn't clear the net. Where are we? $291. Nice return from Tim. Look how low he gets. That's low, folks. Look at that. What happened? And that's a lot of balance. Where's his left hand? Left arm. Balanced. Look how low he is. So the ball just gets right over the net. Right there. To Levon. Wes, Levon. And Levon wants to put some heat on it. Which was a good decision. He punches it right over to Wes. Boom. Okay, this is going to be a nice, deep return. Look at Brian is falling back. Here's his third shot right to Tim. What's Tim going to do? He's going to catch him in no man's land right at his feet. Look at that. Boom, right at his feet. Brian's got a short hop it. Beautiful recovery. Over to Levon. Levon's there. Punches it to Wes. Bam! Lowers the hammer. That point was won with Brian a couple of shots ago. Yeah, he should be smiling. Okay, let's see here. See how Tim gets down low and just pushes the ball up high. They have to let it bounce. Look how high it is, and now they're both at the non-volleys. But I don't understand why Levon wants to leave his feet and really try to punch it. When you leave your feet, you don't have as much power. At least that's what I was told when I was watching tennis. Over to Wes. And again, this is kind of an odd hit. It's not like a backhand. There's a little spin on it. Over to Wes. Wes is keeping it in the middle of the court. One hits it over to Tim. Tim hits it down to Brian. And that looks like it didn't go over the net. Middle of the court, serve. Wes hits it with his backhand. Middle of the court. Now these guys are both up the line. Punches it down to Brian's feet. And look at that. They're both back there. Middle of the court. What's Tim going to do with it? Still down at their feet. Moving and running. Not a good idea. They're trying to get to the non-volley zone. I mean, in their heads, we got to get to the non-volley zone. And as a result, they got there too fast, out of position. See, Brian still wasn't set when that ball came. Okay. What happened here? Oh, looks like this is a little slow-mo. I'm not doing this. This is on the video, slow-mo. See, Levon is moving and hitting at the same time. And here it comes. Again, nice, lofty serve. Middle of the court. Brian hits it, moves in. Tim gets down low. Great third shot. He thought about doing it. You can see he was thinking about just punching the ball. He's going to leap. Tim right here, watch him. Go, 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 go. He was going to go. He stops. It looked like Tim had in his head that he was going to be aggressive on that point from the get-go. And he just tried to hit it hard, hit in the net. Hit it with some pace. And that might be because he's playing the score. They're up so much that he just wanted to catch him off guard. And this right here is what keeps you up at night. But that was a great serve. Great serve. Watch this. Over to the baseline. Levon was off balance. See, he's standing right here. Then he does a little two-step trying to get over. Doesn't really get over to the ball. Caught him off guard. Hits it out. 10, what is it, 10-4? (10-4-2). Mid-court. Brian's running to the non-volley zone. And down to Tim. They're both in the no man's land, Tim and West. Now they're up to the line. Right over to West. West punches it to Brian. Hits it over to Tim. Tim hits it over to West. West hits it into the net. It's a little shootout. Hit it a little bit too low. That time, hitting with the angle, with that kind of flat paddle, worked out for Levon. Okay, over here to Brian. Nice deep return. Look at that. Levon has to get back. Beautiful third shot drop. And he's pushing it over to Wes. Wes is letting it drop, hitting it over to Brian. Brian's going to let it drop, hits it over to Tim. Why he doesn't go cross court, I don't know. Going back and forth. Going over to Wes. Wes hits it with his backhand and hits Levon. Levon was going forehand. He wasn't ready. He wasn't in a ready position. And his well, I don't know. See, look at his paddle. His paddle is right there. His paddle, he could easily have. Look at he's going back. He knows that some pain is coming. He's going back. He's kind of out of position. You know, yeah. So as soon as he sees the ball over there, he's figuring that the ball is going to come down the line. I mean, it's going to come down the middle. His paddle is right there, but he pushes it over to his forehand. See? But it's not. It's coming right to his chest. Hits him. Or his stomach. Just misjudged it. That's a short serve. Just barely clears the non-volley zone. Tim's able to get underneath it. Nice deep serve over to Tim. Tim hits it to Brian. Levon is able to continue to move up. You see this with some of the really good players, how they see Tim is looking at Brian. He's looking this way. He's still looking this way. But look at this paddle. His paddle is pushing it the other way. Throws Levon off. His body weight was on his right foot. He has to shift it to his left foot. Takes him way off balance. He just manages to get back. Hits it over to Tim. Cross court dink over to Levon. Over to Wes. Bam! What's going on there? Backhand. He just mishit the ball. He was there. Talking about Levon with that ball. Okay, where are we going? Okay, this is Wes. Mid-court. And it looks like Tim is calling for it. You can see him put his hand up in the air here. Hand up in the air. Lets it come down. And he punches it. He's putting some pace on it. Right to Levon. And Levon hits it down with his wrist. See this? From there to there, that's all wrist. So he's just swatting at the ball. Ball hits the tape. Comes down. Look how low Wes is. He's pushing it over to Levon. Levon is going to push it back to Wes. Wes is pushing it over to Brian. Up in the air, and this is the flight of the Phoenix. Hello. 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 Wham! And look at Brian is looking at his feet here, and he's right. I mean, he's looking at his feet. It's like, okay, you're not in the non-volley zone. Okay, I guess that's legal. But what nobody saw, the referee didn't see it. I guess the people on the sidelines didn't see it. They didn't see that Tim's foot was in the non-volley zone when he launched, when he got in there, when he took flight. Here it is. Tim slowed this down for us. Here it comes. It's too slow for me. Oh, I can speed it up. Okay. I've got that ability to do that. I can make his slow-mo fast. Short hops it right there. See Tim's foot right here? And he just leaps up into the air. See, that could be a poster right there. Too bad we can't blow it up or something. Look how high he is. Bam! What a way to end a game, huh? And then Brian's checking his feet over here, which they are illegal over there. They just weren't. It just wasn't legal here. But as Tim said when we analyzed that shot, it went so fast that the referee, nobody could really anticipate that is what he was going to do. It was just a very split second. Bam! And he did that foot fault, but people didn't see it. And that's it. All right. So check out the text box below for links to the original video and to the analysis Tim and I did yesterday for game 2. Check us out. Check me out over here at Port Townsend Pickleball page. Join our group, and you can stay up to date on all the information and tidbits that I find on the internet in my quest to become a student of the game. So my name again is Jack Olmsted, Port Townsend Pickleball. I'll see you next time. Oops. See you later. Let me get stop this.